I bet that pizza tastes good.
And a sweet whipped cream.
The secret is they steam them in beer.
Today, we take a trip down memory lane to explore some of the coolest fast food chains that are now gone. Imagine a restaurant where you could grab a burger and enjoy side attractions like comedy performances, or an American fast food that brings Mexico to your doorstep. Please stick with us because we're about to give you a taste of some nostalgic pie. Number 10. Burger Chef. Even though Burger Chef was the people's favorite, it cannot withstand the competition. Imagine a place where you could have the best burger recipe in the world. Burger Chef was born in 1957. It gave the big guys like McDonald's a run for their money. They were the first to create Fun Meal. In 1976, Burger Chef packaged a meal inside Abe Lincoln's log cabin box for the bicentennial. They also had Magic Meal with magic tricks. Lastly, they offered the Baseball Fun Meal with circular baseball cards and a game on the box. This innovation started long before other giants gradually borrowed this idea. The vibe at Burger Chef was out of this world. It wasn't just a place to have fantastic burgers, you could also hang out with family and friends. As for the atmosphere, it was welcoming for people of all ages. The laughter and joy made every burger bite special. Number 9. White Tower. The next is the White Tower, the shining white castle that served hamburgers. Opened in 1926, White Tower was not your regular fast food chain. It was a medieval-themed tower that served special meals. I'm talking about delicious hamburgers, pies, ham sandwiches, coffee, donuts, soda pop, and more. The interior was all about sparkling tiles and bright lights that make you feel like you're in a concert. It was a place where you would bump into all kinds of people, including old friends. But why do we miss the White Tower so much? You see, most people in the 1920s had their first burger or first date there. It's hard to let go because the structure was a part of people's lives. If only wishes were horses. Number 8. Biff Burger. Back in the 1970s, Biff Burger ran into some financial challenges and then went out of business. However, this has not always been the case. In the 1950s, this fast food giant was a place where food and fun met under one roof. Here is the most exciting thing about this place. Biff Burger was the first to cook their burgers with a unique sauce. This special cooking method made the burgers tasty and different from their competitors. And guess what? It had people coming back for more. The smell of grilled meat welcomed guests, and the staff was lively and welcoming. Everyone who ate a burger here admitted that it was the best they had ever had. Biff Burger made more memories than any known restaurant in existence. The classical feel is second to none. Number 7. Sandy's Drive-In. And now let's check out another masterpiece from the past. This used to be Sandy's Drive-In. The American fast food giant opened its doors in the 1950s and quickly became the #1 spot in the area. Sandy's was started by 4 businessmen who wanted to bring something new to the fast food industry. Of course, they achieved this. They created a drive-in where customers could order burgers without leaving their cars. All you needed to do was roll down the window and a friendly face attended to you. Sandy's was more than a burger place. The air was always filled with the smell of fresh burgers, fries, and happy customers. Unfortunately, Sandy's ran out of cash thanks to expensive television advertising. It also couldn't meet up with the competition, but do you know what people love the most about this restaurant? The smiles on the faces of the staff. If only we could roll back to the hands of time to catch a glimpse of it once more. Number 6. Lumps. Have you ever eaten a hot dog cooked in beer? Weird, right? But that's what you get at Lumps. The hot dogs are cooked in beer to give them an extra yummy flavor that you can't resist. But that's not all. This place was also known for ice-cold apple juice in a frosted mug. The American fast food chain opened up in 1956 in Florida. The brand went from a small beachfront hot dog stand to opening over 400 other outlets. The atmosphere was calm and made everyone feel welcome. Little wonder why people trooped in to enjoy their meal with family and friends. Lum's was the perfect start or end to the weekend. It brought people from all walks of life together. Those carefree days are gone today, but this fast food chain will never be forgotten. Number 5. Rack's Roast Beef. Let's talk about a forgotten 60s baby, Rack's Roast Beef. founded in 1967 in Ohio. Rax was your one-stop shop for delicious roast beef sandwiches. It was one of the first fast food chains to offer a salad bar in the 1980s. They wanted to give their customers more healthy choices, unlike what existed then. Rax was like a cozy lodge. It was the perfect place to unwind after a long and boring day. Unfortunately, it shifted its focus from selling roast beef to adding Chinese food, such as a taco bar, endless salad bars, pizza, and pasta to its menu. None of these had anything to do with roast beef. It also tried to rebrand itself as a high-class place to eat fast food. The result was that middle-class customers found a new friend. Rax was where you could grab a quick bite of homemade roast beef. The staff used to say, "Feel at home." Well, not anymore. Number 4. Chi-Chi's. This used to be Chi-Chi's restaurant with a touch of Mexican vibes. It opened in Minneapolis in 1975 and brought a taste of Mexico to everyone without a passport. This fast food chain was once the largest Mexican restaurant in the US during the 1980s. Guests were welcome with the aroma of spicy nachos and fajitas. The decor was vibrant and colorful, with Mexican-themed art in specific spots. Chi-Chi's specialized in Sonoran food. Sonora is a state in the northwestern region of Mexico. The cuisine is famous for its subtle, less spicy seasoning, and that's why Americans love it. This old fast food store was a place for fun and great food. From family dinners to lavish parties, Chi-Chi's created beautiful memories. Let's not forget that the staff were friendly and made every visit worth it. Number 3. Pharrell's. Pharrell's ice cream parlor was all shades of fun until it crumbled before us. It opened in Portland in 1963 and attracted all classes of people. Pharrell's Zoo Sundae was a hit. It was a gigantic ice cream treat served with sparklers. The staff served it by running around on a stretcher with a siren. It felt like throwing a big party. The menu was printed as a tabloid-style newspaper. It had burgers, appetizers, sandwiches, sodas, malts, floats, shakes, you name it. Pharrell's offered a glass of soda water for 2 cents and gave free sundaes to customers celebrating their birthdays. Waiters dressed in early 1900s uniforms. Their appearance intrigued the guests. This made every visit memorable. Number 2. Howard Johnson's. As far back as 1925, you could try 28 different flavors of ice cream. This was possible only in Howard Johnson's. This place started with a simple ice cream shop in Massachusetts, but became an iconic American eatery a few years later. Johnson was an ice cream fanatic. He spent most of his time developing legendary ice cream flavors. By the 1960s and 70s, it was nicknamed the host of the highways because it added other easy-to-make foods like fried clams, hot dogs, and sandwiches. Trust me when I say the clam strips were the best in the area. Howard Johnson's was the perfect companion when on road trips. You could enhance your experience by choosing a unique ice cream flavor. How long before we have another scoop of Howard Johnson's delicious ice cream? Number 1. Showbiz. Did you ever think that you could eat pizza while watching a robot band? This happened every day at Showbiz Pizza Place. Showbiz was a wonderland. It was filled with animatronic characters that entertained guests. It was the first to combine food, arcade games, coin-operated rides, and all-around entertainment under one roof. Children and adults loved every bit of it. Showbiz was a world of its own because every corner buzzed with entertainment. The stars of the show were the animatronic band members who played songs and cracked jokes that made everyone giggle. Showbiz brought smiles to faces. You could grab a quick meal and experience adventure too. Sadly, on October 13, 1989, customers drove to the restaurant only to see a handwritten note, "Out of business." They were upset that their favorite restaurant closed without warning. Who wouldn't be? Were you fortunate to visit an old fast food chain? Please share your fondest memories in the comments below.